Wow. The Chop and Roll Express.
Man, Bryan Alvarez is kind of a handsome guy.
Channeling Big Josh a little bit. Perhaps joining me at this time on color commentary, Ethan Page. This is not just any tag team match. It's one of the headline contests of tonight's event. Bryan Alvarez and Filthy Tom Lawlor to take on a true legendary tag team in the wrestling industry, perhaps the most famous tag team ever.
The Rock and Sock connection?
No.
Oh. Absolutely. They look ready.
They are ready. Wow. They are absolutely ready. Morton and Robert Gibson here in Black Label Pro.
Is he related to James Gibson?
No, I don't think so. I mean, perhaps James Gibson could be a second or third cousin.
In my wrestling universe, they are related.
They're both from the South.
I better see a double underhook powerbomb.
This one should be a whole lot of fun. Rock and Roll Express versus Alvarez and Lawlor.
No, say their full tag name too.
The Chop and Roll Express.
We're gonna get confused with that one.
No, I'm not gonna keep saying that.
I will.
I'm gonna be saying Super Chico and Filthy Tom throughout the majority of this contest. This match is brought to you by F4W Online. Just kidding.
Are you though?
But thank you for having Jordan Grace was on Wrestling Observer Live, I believe, to promote tonight's event.
Yeah, she was. So was I, except, Black Label Pro didn't promote that at all, because why would they do that?
That will be later on this evening.
In the main event.
Yes. Man, this isn't even the main. Is Ricky Morton pissed off at you because he's not even in the main event? Oh wait, they get to sell gimmicks after this match.
Exactly.
So they know what's up here. It might be 2018, but the Rock and Roll Express still know where their money is made at the merch table.
Alvarez knows where his money's made too. He's selling Dave Meltzer T-shirts at the table, and that's not even a joke.
Can you ring the bell, John Williams?
Oh, you mean me, Ethan Page? Ring the bell, sure.
Well, John Williams over there, our timekeeper, is a little bit lazy here tonight in Indiana. We love you, Ian. Robert Gibson and Bryan Alvarez to start things out. Sorry. We're a little bit further north. We'll recall that Bryan Alvarez had that 1 hour matchup for Ohio Valley Wrestling several years ago.
Oh, wow.
So he has competed in this general region of the country, but looking to throw that first chop, but Robert Gibson just a little bit quicker than Bryan Alvarez.
And a man of his age being quicker than Alvarez. I think Alvarez...
Well, what about the man of Bryan Alvarez's age? I mean, I don't mean to pick on the man, but...
What are you talking about? Look at his skin. It's flawless.
It certainly is.
He's a handsome man. He has never had a hard day of work in his life.
He is in fantastic condition. Bryan Alvarez, for those that aren't too up on his background, a veteran pro wrestler. I mean, not as veteran as the Rock and Roll Express, obviously.
I was about to
but Alvarez has been competing as a professional wrestler for over 15 years now. Granted, he is not a regular these days on the wrestling scene, picking and choosing the important matches, and he and Filthy Tom wanted to take on top-level competition, the best competition as a tag team force. It doesn't get any better than the Rock and Roll Express.
Hell no, it don't.
They accepted the challenge laid down by Alvarez and Filthy Tom.
And you got to think.
And so Bryan Alvarez pretty much coming out of wrestling retirement to get inside the ring to compete in a match like this.
And you got to think like, okay, they're wrestling, older gentlemen, but you got to think about the mental state of Rock and Roll Express being okay with wrestling a UFC fighter.
Yes. Filthy Tom Lawlor is still waiting on the apron, however. They're gonna
I mean,
do battle with Bryan Alvarez first. The tag is made, and Tom Lawlor.
The stiffest tag in ever.
But just as much as the Rock and Roll Express have that experience advantage, obviously, on Alvarez and Lawlor, they compete more frequently as pro wrestlers. Still very active across the independent wrestling scene is the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton earlier today said that he's still wrestling 5 days a week.
I was just about to mention that, yeah.
Operating a wrestling school. He's always inside the ring, even when he's not in front of a crowd competing. He's in there with his students. So, you can crack any jokes that you might want to at home if you're not a big fan of the Rock and Roll Express. But they still have got it inside that ring.
Heck yeah. They stay busier than a lot of your very popular independent wrestlers right now.
Definitely. Get more bookings down south than you do up north, where they just run on the weekends. Filthy Tom and Ricky Morton. This is what the people came to see. I wonder how many people got a flyer with their Domino's pizza the past couple of weeks and saw Ricky and Robert on the flyer, and that's why they're in the seats here tonight in Crown Point. Did a double take? Yes, that's the Rock and Roll Express.
Heck yeah. In action, not just appearing, wrestling. You have to think about that. There's a lot of, former television stars still in, some would say, the youth of their careers.
Yes.
And they'll only appear as special guest referees, special enforcers, I'm doing air quotes right now, way, or just to sign autographs. And these guys,
they get
the
in
twilight
there
of their career, have more. Oh, here we go. Oh, he just got kicked on his head.
There.
They have more gas in their tank at this stage of their career than a lot of wrestlers do.
Absolutely. I was a big Smoky Mountain fan back in the day. And, every night, every town, Rock and Roll Express, Heavenly Bodies, going 60 minutes in tag matches. And at that point, people were saying they were toward the end of their career.
I know.
They're still competing here over 20 years later.
Here we go.
Robert Gibson now with Tom Lawlor. Pulls him out of the corner, elevating him for the body slam. Down with that knee. Getting an ear fall. Trying to keep the man grounded here with the chin lock. Trying to take away his energy. Lawlor trying to fight his way back to a standing position. Gibson, though, bringing away on the arm. Pulling him toward his corner. Ricky Morton tagged back in. Just holding Lawlor right there for Gibson to do the damage.
Was that a chop? Was that insult there?
I think it was.
Chop and roll. Beautiful headlock. Whoa.
Ooh. Talking some trash, trying to get in the head of Bryan Alvarez out there on the apron.
Yeah, where's the blurred out image there, Powerbomb.tv? What the hell? What are you doing down there?
What kind of technology you think we got here? They're not that quick. Maybe on the VOD later. Knee right to the back of Ricky Morton, though, as he came off the ropes.
Oh!
And a shot with that tennis racket to the side of the head. Tremendous.
Oh, man. stomping him out.
Kicking away on the leg of Ricky Morton right here. Stomping on the chest now. Looking toward his corner, but all the way across the ring is Robert Gibson, as now Alvarez tagged back in.
Of course he's going to tag in now. He's got Morton under control. Now let's see some of these chops that they're talking about.
Sending Ricky into the corner, and down he peels after colliding with the turnbuckles.
Oh no.
What's Alvarez
Oh,
have?
no.
What does he have in mind?
He broke his hiatus and he's going to the top on his first night back.
He might break his hiatus off the top rope if he moves out of the way.
What part of your body is that?
We're about to find out. Deciding against it.
Smart. Oh no, here we go. Here come those chops.
Oh, almost connecting with his own partner as Ricky ducked out of harm's way. But thankfully put on the brakes before he chopped Alvarez.
Wait a second. Didn't he tag out? There we go.
Okay, there we go.
What are you doing, Brandon Toll? Jesus.
Morton looking for a tag himself. Robert with his arm outstretched. Tom needs to cut that ring in half, make sure that he doesn't get close enough to Robert Gibson to get him tagged into this match as they focus on Ricky Morton here. Referee distracted right now as Alvarez just choking Ricky Morton across the top rope. Shady tactics being put to use by these youngins.
Morton looking for some crowd energy here. Get him back into it.
Look at Tom Lawlor. Look at his face. And he's just choking away on Ricky Morton. He's trying to take away all of his oxygen right now.
All three of them.
All three of them working over Ricky Morton. As the rock and roll chant goes up here at the
Oh my God! No!
the On the Square Sports Academy. Ricky Morton planted with the body slam, and now Chico's going to go up, going to ascend the turnbuckles in the corner. The high red district, but Ricky Morton's back on his feet. Big body slam, launching Alvarez across the ring. Will Ricky Morton be able to get to his corner and make that tag to Robert Gibson here? Get a fresh man in for the Rock and Roll Express.
Is he gonna roll? That's what I want to know.
This is the opportunity for Ricky to get to Robert. He
Yes!
runs to the corner and makes the tag. Robert Gibson's the legal man. Going to work on both Filthy Tom and Bryan Alvarez. Grabs hold of both of them. Double noggin knocker. Shoulders into one another as well. They tumble down to the canvas. Focusing on Alvarez now. Sleeper hold.
Lawlor knows about that.
And a double axe handle to save Alvarez, but in comes Ricky Morton now. Brandon Toll has completely lost control of this matchup. All four competitors
3 minutes ago.
inside the ring. Reversal and the Rock and Roll Express collide in the middle of the ring. The Chop and Roll Express in the driver's seat. Could we see the chop? Both men ascending opposite turnbuckles. A big double chop, perhaps. But no!
They hit each other!
They chop one another down. Ricky and Robert 1 step ahead of Alvarez and Lawlor.
They went for the two-post massacre.
Shot to the midsection. Sunset flip by Ricky Morton. And he got him! The Rock and Roll Express pull out the victory! Well, I do gotta hand it to Alvarez and Lawlor. They did get in the ring against the greatest tag team in wrestling history. But they should have realized it was inevitable. They were going to fall because they don't have the tag team experience that Ricky and Robert have inside a wrestling ring. And right here in Black Label Pro, the Rock and Roll Express handle Alvarez and Lawlor the loss here at BLP Jam.
Man, Alvarez looking like a WCW cruiserweight with those cornrows.
look at Robert leaving the ring. Rock and Roll Express style. Tremendous. Go sell some gimmicks, guys. Make some money. We will see Ethan later on tonight in your main event, taking on Jordan Grace for the Black Label Pro Championship.